a net Vikings review. Recently saw Vikings and I was very influenced by the series. Like, it is a very good series. Every character, everything, the characters' life growth, the the journey of Ragnar, Lagertha. Like, Ragnar is the main protagonist. Lagertha is her wife, and from just being a farmer to being king of whole Norway, then conquering Paris, failing, then trying again, conquering England. Like, there is a lot to learn. There is a lot to get entertained from. Like, everything is so good about the series. The first season is very, very good. Uh, the second also. Like, what I'm trying to say is that Ragnar's generation, when Ragnar was first time sailing in the sea, exploring new lands. So that is something which is very overwhelming experience. Then after 2 or 3 seasons, Ragnar Lothbrok's sons are raiding and acquiring more land or something like that. That's not very, that's not the interesting part. It becomes kind of boring after some time. Although there are some characters, like there is Ivar. He's a crippled son of Ragnar Lothbrok from his second wife. Yeah, he Ragnar gets married 2 times. From first he has a son Bjorn, who becomes a exactly total copy of Ragnar Lothbrok uh, in the later seasons. And this was from Lagertha, and from his second wife he has like 3 or 4 sons, from which Ivar is the crippled one, and like he becomes a very important character in this later in the series. Okay, what is it written about the description? Ragnar Lothbrok, a Norse farmer, carries out triumphant raids into English territory with the help of his fellow warriors. He ends up holding sway over the Vikings and becomes a Scandinavian king. Okay, so Scandinavia means modern day Denmark, Norway, and Sweden, I guess. Okay. Floki. Floki, yes, let's talk about Floki. So, like Ragnar raids English lands. Okay, he loots it. He takes gold, like very valuable things, women, like slaves, everything, like all the lands of riches he raids. He becomes king. He becomes rich. Everything. But he could have never even left uh, Kattegat, which was where he used to live in the series. He would have never left Kattegat if it wasn't for Loki. Because Loki builds the boats. Like, he is a um like, he just doesn't build the boats. He also fights. He also advises. He's a good friend of Ragnar Lothbrok, and he's also good friend to his children's. So he plays a very important role. But the first thing is that he was also as passionate as Ragnar was to explore new land, sail in the sea, and he was the first person who builds a boat for Ragnar so that he could go west and search for lands, and then he discovers England. And later also, throughout the series. He always was there with Ragnar in every fight, in all ups and downs, and he has a sad life, I guess. Like he loses everything. He loses everything. He loses his friends. Okay. He loses Ragnar. Like, okay, this was a spoiler. Uh, okay. He also loses his wife, children, his daughter, but still he survives somehow. Torvi, Torvi, oh, I were the boneless. I were the Athelstan. Okay, let's let's talk about Athelstan. Okay, so for the first time when Ragnar sails west, he comes across a kingdom named Wessex. And near the coast, there is a church in which all the priests worship and live. They follow Christian culture and they worship Jesus. Okay, so Ragnar has no idea about Christianity at this point. He has no idea about how they live, how everything works. And it is completely different from the Viking culture. In Vikings, religion is like a very main point of discussion in every episode. So Vikings have different gods. Like there is Odin, then there is Thor. Thor is the god of lightning. When they are in the sea and the weather is so bad and the sailing conditions are not good, they worship Thor that so that he will ease their journey. First time they Ragnar with all his fellow Vikings set foot on England and they raid the church. They kill half of the priest, take everything that they can, gold, silver, everything that is valuable. Okay, so this priest Athelstan can speak the language of Norsemen. To spread Christianity, he has traveled to a lot of places, and this surprises Ragnar a lot that he has come to England for the first time and someone is speaking the Vikings language. So he doesn't kill him, he captures him, takes him as a slave, and they all like go back to Kattegat, their homeland, where Athelstan lives with Ragnar's family for a very long time. He learns about their gods, their rituals, about how they raid and everything. And he also plays a very important role as a translator between English kings and Ragnar when they raid different parts of England. Let's talk about another important character, that is Rollo. Okay, so okay, so Rollo is brother of Ragnar. He's a very good fighter. He's very good with sword and shield. Like he will win all his battles. It is very difficult to defeat him. But he is the one who can't be trusted. Like from the starting, he's jealous of his brother because Ragnar is very good in everything from him. Like he loves his brother, but still he's jealous and like he tries to get something, a status that is bigger than Ragnar. But he fails every time and he's always frustrated and looking for new ways to, turn. In the battles, Rollo is like right hand of Ragnar. like he can lead, he can judge the situation and take decisions according to it. Like he's a very good fighter, and he helps Ragnar in winning fights. And he also survives for a very long time, and like there are phases in his life and very like strange turns. Like he has a very interesting life, and I would say like from all the characters of Vikings, he has the best life. Like he experiences everything, he loses everything, then he gains it again.